Now, some UW students are having trouble finding a place to store their guns, why others are worried that may lead to them falling into the wrong hands.
Plus, good news for Dane County when it comes to COVID-19 as the U.S. gets closer to allowing younger children to get the vaccine.
And a worrying trend of women skipping their mammograms, why doctors are concerned and how you can help. That's all coming up on News 3 Now at 10.
Thanks for joining us tonight. The thousands of victims hurt or killed by guns in America aren't just statistics. They're somebody's loved ones, and that's why Madison City leaders want to do something about gun violence. Project Safe Neighborhood is a plan Madison Police Chief Sean Barnes is hoping the city will look at.
In a virtual meeting with Focused Interruption tonight, Barnes and community leaders looked at ways to combat gun violence in the city.
I feel like we have the chance to be able to make the impact in our community that can save lives, but also more than anything change lives and change generations as well.
Barnes's plan brings together community leaders, prosecutors, and law enforcement to identify pressing issues. It would also enable the city's public health department to hire 15 full-time caseworkers, identifying at-risk for gun violence youths and mentoring them. The current cost of the program has not been released.
Well, gun theft is becoming a more pressing issue in Madison, with statistics showing an increase of reports over the last few years in the city. Madeline O'Neill shares with us why there's renewed concern on campus at UW-Madison. Maddie?
Right. Well, we told you last month how data shows the majority of guns stolen come from vehicles. Now, with the lack of their usual storage option, UW-Madison students worry some will resort to keeping firearms where they can on campus in cars, where they're at risk of being taken.
With hunting being such a big part of Wisconsin's culture and things like that, you still want to be able to do it while you're in college.
So Dane Fetterman knew he was in the right spot when he found UW-Madison's Badger Hunting Club, bringing new hunters together with the more seasoned.
Hunting's always just been something I've really enjoyed, with just the idea that you really have to have every detail right.
Part of those details include the proper spot for your gun. A bit tougher on campus, especially for those living in dorms or places where they're not allowed.
It's quite obviously not allowed on campus, not allowed on any institution property. So just having a place to store it safely and not having to hide it somewhere was super helpful.
For years, that safe space was at the UW Police Department, which offered free storage to people affiliated with the university.
I know a lot of members that have used it over the years, and it is a great tool.
UWPD ended that arrangement earlier this year, raising alarms for some Badger Hunting Club members like Mackenzie Trinko, who use it.
So I had my firearm with me, and I was very concerned on where to put it at that point.
According to UWPD, it's partly because of liability and logistical issues, such as performing full background checks when returning a firearm to make sure no recent crimes were committed that would not allow the person to legally have one. UWPD also says not many other police departments offer this, and not many people used their service. They say on average about 1 to 2 people a year.
It really is a great resource. It keeps us from just storing it in the trunks of cars, which obviously not very safe.
Club members don't want any firearms falling in the wrong hands.
Crimes happen all the time and gun violence happens all the time. I don't want me connected to any of that, rather my firearm. So.
UWPD wasn't able to do an interview with us today. They're suggesting students use storage services at a pistol center in Deerfield, about a half-hour away, which club members say isn't a viable solution for everyone. As they look for other storage options, they're hopeful they can work through some of the concerns UWPD has and come to an agreement.
A ruling from the judge in the Kyle Rittenhouse case is raising some eyebrows. Kenosha County Circuit Judge Bruce Schroeder is prohibiting prosecutors from calling the men Rittenhouse shot victims. According to Judge Schroeder, the term victim cannot be used until someone is convicted of a crime. Meanwhile, prosecutors asked not to have the men be called looters or rioters, but the judge denied that proposal. Also new tonight, criminal charges are not being ruled out in the movie set shooting that killed a cinematographer last week in New Mexico. In an interview with the New York Times today, the district attorney said everything, including criminal charges, are still on the table. She says the investigation is focusing on ballistics to determine what kind of rounds were used and who placed them in the gun fired by actor Alec Baldwin.
The Stoughton School District tonight says it is launching an investigation into yesterday's lockdown. The district says it'll be looking into all the details of the response and make adjustments for the future. Police are saying Stoughton High School incorrectly placed the school into an Alice locked down yesterday morning. It all started about 10:20 in the morning when Stoughton police informed the district of an armed person in the area of the high school. However, law enforcement says it only contacted the district after this armed individual was in custody and was no longer any threat to the school. Stoughton PD believes the district misinterpreted the message. New tonight, the Madison Police Department and the Burglary Crimes Unit now investigating a series of bike thefts from apartment complex parking garages around East Washington Avenue. More than a dozen victims have reported locks being broken, bikes of different types being stolen. Of those, a specialty bike for a disabled victim, and that is the photo attached here on your screen. Now, if you have any information about any of these thefts, you are asked to give police a call. Police in La Crosse are looking for the person or persons responsible for stealing about $10,000 worth of cords from the Rotary Lights display at Riverside Park in La Crosse. Rotary Lights says the city's police department was unable to recover video of the vandalism. Rotary Lights security group usually starts monitoring the park in November, but has been called in early now with the help of eliminating additional damage. Despite the setbacks, volunteers are looking to the future.
It's not going to stop us. The train is rolling, and we're going to keep it on the track.
The president of Rotary Lights is hopeful volunteers with electrical experience will help rewire their pedestals.
And let's go to meteorologist Dana Fulton now with our certified most accurate forecast.
It is a little chilly outside. I did have to break out a thicker jacket this evening. Not too cold just yet, but it does feel like October. This is where we should be for this time of year, with temperatures in the mid-50s for afternoon highs. Overnight lows near 30 degrees early this morning. We won't be quite as chilly tonight, only dropping to the mid-30s for overnight lows early for your Wednesday morning. Temperatures tomorrow will start to climb up a little more, but it's going to come along with some rain chances. Our Doppler track stays quiet right now. That rain off to the west. It's steadily moving in our direction, and that's going to start to build in late in the evening on Wednesday, mainly west of Dane County. I think most of the area will stay dry for tomorrow. The cloud coverage builds in during the day. High temperatures in the upper 50s. And then again, those showers starting to develop late at night and heading into what could be a soggy Thursday. We'll take a closer look at some timing and accumulation totals, though, in just a few minutes.
U.S. health advisors with an FDA panel have endorsed kid-sized doses of Pfizer's vaccine for younger children ages 5 to 11. The full FDA isn't bound by the panel's recommendation and is expected to make its own decision within days. If regulators agree, shots could begin as early as late next week. In Wisconsin, the daily 7-day average for COVID deaths now sits at 17. Some good news, the daily case count is still below the 2,000 mark for nearly a week straight now.
And according to the CDC, Dane County is now the only county in Wisconsin that is not seeing a high level of coronavirus spread. With its updated numbers today, the CDC dropped Dane County from high levels of community transmission to substantial. That designation is still the second highest on the CDC scale, but only a handful of counties in the Midwest have been able to drop their numbers to that level. New at 10, Governor Tony Evers checking in on a new model of care to help treat substance abuse. The pilot program is a hub and spoke model where certain places act as a resource hub for individuals that then connect them to programs to help them. It's set to be at least a 2.5-year program that DHS Secretary-designee Karen Timberlake says puts the person in the middle.
Resources are there, but I as an individual, I am unlikely to know for sure how I can what I'm even eligible for and how I can access those services.
Now, 3 places were chosen to take part in the pilot program. They are Oneida Behavioral Health in Green Bay, Wisconsin Community Services in Milwaukee, and Family Health Center of Marshfield in Minocqua.
Local doctors are reporting a concerning trend of women missing or delaying routine mammograms during the pandemic. Right now, researchers project COVID-related delays could result in nearly 10,000 extra deaths from breast and colorectal cancers in the next 10 years. Christina Laurie found out what we can all do to help.
My breast cancer was detected by an annual mammogram.
Nikki Panico, who now works for Komen, Wisconsin, found out she had breast cancer at age 39, a year before most women get their first mammogram.
Because I had lost my mom and my aunt to breast cancer, it was suggested that I start getting screened at 35. Which I did.
Had Nikki delayed her appointment even just a few months, she might not be here today. Nationwide, half of all women missed their mammogram appointments in the past year. Numbers UW Health and SSM Health say are happening right here in Madison, too. Perhaps more problematic, though, is that 25% of women who were already experiencing symptoms delayed their evaluations, inevitably delaying diagnosis and eventual treatment. So here's where you come in. If you're a woman over over 40, schedule your mammogram. If you're under 40 with a family history, ask your doctor if and when you should schedule one.
You have that conversation with your doctor to determine when should I get screened.
And encourage your friends and family to do the same.
Right now, the best detection we have for finding breast cancer is a mammogram.
And if you have any questions, don't be afraid to reach out. Komen, Wisconsin has a 24/7 helpline available. You can find that phone number at the bottom of your screen, as well as on our website, channel3000.com. Reporting in Madison for News 3 Now, I'm Christina Laurie.
Still ahead tonight, a new nonstop flight option coming to the Dane County Airport next month.
Plus, SpaceX addressing an unusual issue ahead of a planned launch this weekend. That story next.
It's time to find your next Chevy truck and forge ahead. Take on new challenges and take it to the next level. It's the perfect time to do more in your next Chevy. Find new possibilities, find new roads. Eligible customers get great offers from GM Financial Plus. No monthly payments for 120 days on all 2021 Silverado 1500 Crew Cab pickups and get $1,500 cash allowance. Chevrolet, the #1 selling brand in Wisconsin.
You protected our rights, preserved our freedom. You may have even risked your life for us. Now, it's our turn to fight for you. Your local Wisconsin emergency, energy, and housing assistance providers, and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund reward the service of our veterans with rental and energy support in their time of crisis. Apply today to get the fresh start you've earned.
Spectrum Mobile is reinventing wireless again. Introducing the best deal in mobile. Unlimited on 2 or more lines for just $29.99 a line. All on a nationwide 5G network that provides the best overall experience and reliability. Call 844-677-2999.
Unlimited for $29.99. This offer's going to take off.
We changed the rules when we introduced mobile with no contracts, no added taxes, and no hidden fees. And now we're doing it again, making it easier to get unlimited for less with our best deal ever. Get unlimited from Spectrum Mobile for just $29.99.
That's amazing.
It's the best deal in mobile.
Join the millions who've switched and get the best deal in mobile. Unlimited talk, text, and data with nationwide 5G included for just $29.99 and save up to 60%. Call 844-677-2999. Click SpectrumMobile.com or visit a store near you.
This is Ford Truck Month. Time to take a ride in the all-new 2021 Ford F-150 with an available 12-inch touchscreen, an available interior work surface, and for powerful performance on demand, a class-exclusive available Pro-Power onboard mobile generator. These are America's best-selling trucks. This is Ford Truck Month. Inventory levels are coming back up, making Truck Month the time to get an F-150 with 0 for 72 and 1,000 retail order bonus.
Standardized test scores are in, and COVID clearly took its toll.
In tomorrow's Eye on Education, we'll tell you where local school districts stand.
And we're still tracking a colder slide into November. That's in the first one forecast tomorrow morning from 4:30 to 7.
You are watching News 3 Now at 10. Winner of the National Edward R. Murrow Award for Overall Excellence in Television.
And welcome back. There will soon be another nonstop flight from Madison to our nation's capital beginning next month from Sundays through Fridays. Delta will offer a nonstop flight from Dane County Regional to Reagan National Airport in D.C. and tickets, in fact, are already on sale. General Motors today unveiling its new 670 horsepower Corvette with a new gasoline-fueled V8 engine. It could actually be the last gas-powered Corvette Z06. GM hasn't confirmed that, though, but the company does plan to sell nothing but electric-powered vehicles by the year 2035. GM is calling this car's new engine the most powerful, quote, naturally aspirated V8 engine ever offered in any production car. Not to be outdone, Land Rover just unveiled what will be the first new redesigned Range Rover in a decade. This is only the 5th generation of the large off-road luxury SUV since the model was first introduced back in 1970. A sleek new design with smoothed off corners and edges retains the classic proportions, but gives it a more modern look to better compete in an increasingly crowded world of those high-end SUVs.
A SpaceX Crew Dragon capsule is set to take off a group of astronauts to space this weekend. But first, SpaceX had to make sure an important repair was made to the spacecraft's toilet. The problem was first identified during the Inspiration 4 mission in September. That was the first all-tourism mission to orbit when 4 people spent 3 days on the spacecraft. The mission commander said he and his fellow passengers had to work with SpaceX controllers on the ground to troubleshoot the toilet problem. The issue did not cause any serious problems, and there were no instances of bodily fluids getting loose inside the capsule.
Can't just like pull over and hit the restroom.
No, you just can't. No. You just can't. So last night we told you about the final piece of a capsized container ship being removed from off the coast of Georgia. Well, today we are getting a closer look at that piece. The South Korean cargo ship, the Golden Ray, took almost a full year before the 8th and last segment was taken away on a barge. The ship capsized after leaving the port of Brunswick in September 2019, carrying thousands of vehicles inside. And today, members of the Coast Guard, Georgia DNR, salvage crews, and more came together to mark this historic occasion.
This was a unique experience, and being the most historic wreck removal in U.S. history. I've worked on some smaller wrecks, and I've worked on some subsea oil removal, but just the capacity, the amount of engineering that went into this to do it safely and do it in an expeditious manner was like nothing I've ever seen before. So.
More than 20 crew members were on board when it overturned more than 2 years ago. All of them were rescued.
After a blockbuster opening weekend, the Dune story is continuing. Warner Brothers announced today that Dune Part 2 will hit theaters in October of 2023. The new big screen adaptation of Frank Herbert's sci-fi classic opened with $40.1 million, despite a simultaneous streaming debut, giving audiences the option to watch at home. It is the biggest opening for Warner Brothers this year. So far, Dune has made $222 million globally. And tonight we're getting a look at just how popular the Kurder Burger was earlier this month at Culver's. The restaurant today saying around 134,000 Kurder Burgers were sold on October 15th nationwide. 20% of Culver's locations set single-day records that day, and all Wisconsin locations sold out between 10 a.m. and noon at a pace more than 3 times that of burger sales on an average day.
And here's meteorologist Dana Fulton. She's keeping her eye on a nor'easter.
Yes, the first fall nor'easter coming through, bringing a lot of rain to the New England area. This is part of the same system that brought us our Sunday showers. Strong thunderstorms and several tornadoes in Missouri and in southern Illinois, and now seeing a lot of heavy rainfall to the northeast. Some parts of New York State picking up over 3 inches of rain in the last 48 hours. And you can see the path here extending all the way back through the Midwest, where we again saw those showers coming through on Sunday. Sunday was quite soggy outside, and we're expecting another soggy trend to build in by the end of the week. This line off to the west, bringing some stronger thunderstorms to parts of Kansas and into Oklahoma right now, where a tornado watch is in effect tonight. We have some showers rotating up north of that and some light snow behind it. We're not concerned about the snow coming for us. Temperature-wise, we won't be able to see any of that swirling around just yet. We'll see the rain, though, building in with that system as we look ahead to late Wednesday night and into Thursday. Temperature-wise, certainly feels like October outside. Afternoon highs today right where they should be, and it was really nice this afternoon with a bit of sun coming through. We'll stay dry overnight and dry for Wednesday, but more cloud coverage is going to build in during the day on Wednesday, and that's going to continue into Wednesday night, staying mostly cloudy Wednesday night into Thursday morning. There's a slight chance for an isolated shower as we look ahead to Wednesday night, mainly along our western edge, with a better opportunity for rain really building in on Thursday. Looking at the big picture here, this line of rain as it builds in kind of hits a block just off to the west. So these steady showers stall for a moment in Minnesota and Iowa throughout the day on Wednesday before finally building in and bringing us our scattered showers for Thursday and into early Friday morning. Because of that blocking effect, accumulation totals will be highest off to the west, where we'll see anywhere from 1.5 to 2 inches of rainfall, but most of our area trending in the 1/4 of an inch to 1/2 of an inch of rainfall. So not a total washout, but certainly a measurable amount for Thursday and into Friday morning. Overnight, skies skies partly cloudy, temperatures in the mid to upper 30s for overnight lows. Tomorrow will become mostly cloudy with a slight chance for an isolated shower along the western counties for us early in the morning on Thursday, and the better chance for rain certainly building in through the afternoon with scattered showers expected for Thursday into Friday morning. One of those days where probably a good idea just to have the umbrella on hand, keep it in the car. Might need it popping in and out for Thursday afternoon and evening. High temperatures for tomorrow will land in the upper 50s. A mild afternoon, just a little bit above average. Mid to upper 50s looking ahead to Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Those showers leave early Friday. Skies likely staying cloudy through the day, though. We won't get much clearing until Saturday. And for Halloween weekend, we'll be mostly sunny on Saturday, mostly sunny on Sunday. Temperatures in the low 50s on Sunday, dropping into the 40s by the time the sun does set. And next week, the first full week of November, will be dry with highs in the 40s.
10-0 and only looking to get better. The Badger women's hockey team is learning from any and all challenges they faced so far this season. We're going to get to hear from the team coming up next in sports.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Crazy Lenny's fall clearance sale.
Fat Tire e-bikes, gravel, snow, hunting, $2,400. Nope, on sale for $1,400.
This $1,900 e-bike, 40-mile range, just $880.
At Lenny's fall clearance. E-bike prices are the lowest in the fall.
This is Ford Truck Month.
Are you ready for
Time to take a ride in the all-new 2021 Ford F-150 with an available 12-inch touchscreen, an available interior work surface, and for powerful performance on demand, a class-exclusive available Pro Power onboard mobile generator. These are America's best-selling trucks. This is Ford Truck Month. Inventory levels are coming back up, making Truck Month the time to get an F-150 with 0 for 72 and 1,000 retail order bonus.
A celebration of life, love, laughter, and Fiddler on the Roof.
At Overture Center, November 16th through 21st. Tickets at overture.org.
Is your credit score getting in the way of things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit help you borrow up to $10,000. So check your eligibility on netcredit.com today without affecting your credit score. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
Here's to the guy with the tree in his kitchen who can't talk right now because his elderly neighbor needs help. Here's to the generator in the middle of the street with extension cords running to 4 different houses. Here's to the countless acts of kindness that helped the Midwest recover from one of the worst storms in recorded history. You've given a whole new meaning to the term silver lining. The worst brings out our best.
Hi, I'm Dr. Andrew Warden, board-certified plastic surgeon and host of The Doctors. If you're like most people struggling with areas of stubborn, diet-resistant body fat, then it's time you call Sono Bello.
I lost 2 inches here in the waist, and I lost 3.5 inches here in my hips.
I can wear a little black dress. I feel sexy.
I got to buy 4 brand new bikinis. I had abs after Sono Bello.
Sono Bello can remove stubborn body fat permanently in just 1 visit.
Sono Bello's board-certified surgeons use micro-laser technology to safely target and remove your diet-resistant fat cells permanently. Schedule your free, no-obligation consultation and find out how you can get $250 off instantly on your stomach, back, or even your thighs.
I actually tried a bikini on, and I looked in the mirror and I thought, wow.
Call 1-855-417-8921 or go to sonobello.com.
Crazy Lenny's fall clearance sale.
Fat Tire e-bikes, gravel, snow, hunting, $2,400. Nope, on sale for $1,400.
This $1,900 e-bike, 40-mile range, just $880.
At Lenny's fall clearance. E-bike prices are the lowest in the fall.
Would be a challenging week going up against the only undefeated team on short rest, but those obstacles just keep coming. Alan Lazard joins Devontae Adams on the reserve COVID-19 list, so there's a chance the Packers will be without their top 3 wide receivers on Thursday night. Marquez Valdez-Scantling is still on the injured reserve for his hamstring. Not an ideal situation to be in, but it's one that the Packers are going to have to embrace.
we always embrace every challenge and every opportunity, every time to go out there and compete. And, you know, it will be a great challenge for us. We're going against the best team in ball, 7-0 at their place, primetime game. I'm sure that place will be rocking. So it is a great challenge.
World Series is officially underway in Houston. Game 1 between the Astros and Braves got off to a quick start. Atlanta's hot bat smashed 2 home runs. They jump out to a 5-0 lead. At last check, the Braves still led 5-1 in the 7th. And the season is still young, but something that's pretty evident with the Wisconsin women's hockey team is they don't back down from a challenge. Back-to-back weekends with ranked teams, a pair of overtime games, and each time the Badgers came out on top. But just because Wisconsin broke out the brooms and sent second-ranked Ohio State packing doesn't mean they weren't put to the test. In the end, those challenges gave Wisconsin an idea of where they're at and what they're capable of.
Times we were kind of scrambling in the D zone, so I think that was really good for us just to have a test like that early in the season and get our feet under us in that position. But I think we learned from it going into the second and third, and we're able to kind of attack that issue a little better.
We can play at a real high level and a real fast pace, and so our job is to maintain that and continue down that path of playing at a real high pace.
And speaking of challenges, third-ranked Wisconsin volleyball is about to open the second half of conference play with back-to-back road matches against ranked opponents. And that begins tomorrow night against number 6 Nebraska, who also sits atop the Big Ten standings undefeated. Then 12th-ranked Purdue on Sunday. Wisconsin's coming off consecutive wins over ranked conference opponents. It's all part of the team's 9-game win streak. And don't forget, the Badger Blueprint airs every Wednesday night during the football season. Wisconsin State Journal columnist Jim Polzine and sports director Zach Hanley will have more on the Badgers' highly anticipated meeting with ranked Iowa. The road to state continues for high school boys volleyball. Top-seeded Middleton hosting Madison Memorial for sectionals. Spartans start chipping away at the Cardinals' lead. Ben Crumbach gets another shot, finds the back corner that's left wide open. Middleton's momentum picks up once again, and once it gets going, that's hard to stop, especially Ben Heisey. Absolutely demolishes one to midcourt. Cardinals sweep and advance to the section title game on Saturday. We'll be right back.
Experience, knowledge, and results. That's what you need when you've been in a serious truck accident. Call Gruber Law Offices. We've successfully helped people injured by big trucks for more than 35 years. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
This is Ford Truck Month. Time to take a ride in the all-new 2021 Ford F-150 with an available 12-inch touchscreen, an available interior work surface, and for powerful performance on demand, a class-exclusive available Pro-Power onboard mobile generator. These are America's best-selling trucks. This is Ford Truck Month. Inventory levels are coming back up, making Truck Month the time to get an F-150 with 0 for 72 and 1,000 retail order bonus.
I have worked at Huffcore for the last 36 years.
Huffcore closing the plant, moving production to Mexico.
I gave my life and my body to that place. Ron Johnson pushed through a tax law that rewards outsourcing. Companies can bring profits back from Mexico tax-free. And worse, Ron Johnson profited personally from outsourcing. He has doubled his wealth since taking office. Tell Ron Johnson to stop putting his profits above our jobs.
At U.S. Cellular, we know the local landscape, so we can help everyone stay connected for less. And less also means more, as in more choice. While the other guys may limit your options, at U.S. Cellular, you choose any phone and we make it free. That's right, visit our store and any phone you see is free. Plus, get unlimited data for $30 a month and get the most out of our state-of-the-art network, wherever you choose to go. U.S. Cellular, America's locally grown wireless.
It's time to find your next Chevy truck and forge ahead. Take on new challenges and take it to the next level. It's the perfect time to do more in your next Chevy. Find new possibilities, find new roads. Eligible customers get great offers from GM Financial Plus. No monthly payments for 120 days on all 2021 Silverado 1500 Crew Cab pickups and get $1,500 cash allowance. Chevrolet, the #1 selling brand in Wisconsin.
A former Badger football standout picks up the torch where his fabled mentor left off, and the challenge suits him just fine. Read Madison Magazine's October profile of new UW Athletic Director Chris McIntosh, online and on newsstands now.
Congratulations to Madison Magazine for earning top industry honors for outstanding journalism and design, including the coveted prize for general excellence in the 36th Annual National City and Regional Magazine Awards.
One call, that's all.
One call, that's all means that you call Gruber Law Offices and your case is handled. You don't have to worry about anything anymore. They take care of you completely.
One call, that's all.
A sexual abuse victim's search for justice, Thursday at 6. You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
Finally tonight, the CEO and founder of Spanx is celebrating a $1 billion deal with big surprises for her employees.
To celebrate this moment, I have bought each one of you 2 first-class tickets to anywhere in the world. So, with everybody's 2 first-class tickets to anywhere in the world, you are each getting $10,000.
Oh my gosh.
And I thought it was going to be like 8 people, but it's a pretty good crowd there, right? You heard right. That's Sarah Blakely. She's given every one of her employees $10 grand and those 2 first-class plane tickets anywhere in the world. Blakely posting the video of her surprise on Instagram. The Atlanta-based shapewear company celebrating a $1.2 billion deal with Blackstone. The private equity firm said last week it is buying a majority stake in Spanx. So she's got some money to spend on those employees.
Yes, she does. Good for them.
And good for her to spend that on the people that help make that brand.
Oh, making them feel appreciated.
Now,
that is
speaking of first-class plane tickets.
Yes.
Do you know what my boss is doing right now?
He's sending you pictures to taunt you.
My CEO is not sending us first-class tickets. He is currently sitting at a luau in Hawaii watching the sunset. Gary Canalti right now taking a little vacay, and I'm not optimistic that he's going to come back with a view like that, guys. We'll see. We'll see if he decides to show back up over the next few weeks. But yes, I am not getting checks and tickets. I'm getting taunted by Canalti. We have showers building in for Thursday, a little bit of sunshine Saturday and Sunday. It certainly doesn't feel like Hawaii outside for us right now. Halloween Sunday, it should be dry though, and just a little chilly once the sun does set. And next week for November, we stay dry with high temperatures trending in the 40s, overnight lows close to freezing.
He's coming back. He misses his dog Joe. There's no doubt. All right, Dana, thank you. Thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 10.
Do something good and aloha.